Hey y'all,
Okay.
it's me, Linwood, and my lovely wife, Allison.
Hello.
And we're constantly having these weird conversations at our house, and my wife seems to have this strange obsession with horse metaphors just because of her childhood and the way that her mind worked as a child. And so we made a list of horse metaphors, and we want to talk about them a little bit with you today. And so we want to start off with talking about the classic metaphor, you're beating a dead horse.
Yeah. Who would stand there and beat a dead horse? It's laying there completely dead. Why would you be getting it with a extension cord or a belt? I don't know. That's how I was with extension cord, belt, or paddle. So why would you even do that? Who would even think to do that? Let alone to say that out loud. That's abuse.
Of course, to me, it was hilarious because I was thinking, like, wait a minute. Usually when you ride a horse, you're like, yeah, which to me, it's enough to beat a horse. Like when you've like rode it into the ground or like beat it down and you're like still on top of it. I think it's a funny picture. Any way you go about it, it's ridiculous. And then of course, there's, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Because you'll drown him. I mean... You can't make anybody do anything. I mean, it's either drowning them or like you're like. I mean, a horse is overpowering. Why would you even think to make a horse do anything?
Why did you lead the horse to water if it's not even thirsty?
Right. Like, why are y'all talking about this stuff?
Then there's the buck stops here, which is a classic misconception because everyone thinks it's $1. The buck is not $1. When have you ever seen a running dollar? Never. The buck stops here as a horse.
They have them at the car lots and stuff. Big old sign, the buck stops here. I get it. I understand it. Because $1 is a buck. But you know what? I think they're thinking there's horses under the engine. Like horsepower. So the buck does stop here because they're just sitting here.
There's not actually a horse under the engine. Though.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It's called horsepower.
Okay. Then there's to say, hold your horses. And, the first thing that comes to my mind is like couple skate. Grab your horses close and hold them tight. Are you dating your horse? Hold your horses. This is like a slow dance.
The idea that I have is like, the woman that walks the poodles and stuff. She has like 5 poodles and they're on a leash. It's kind of like that. I'm like, okay. How are you supposed to hold all these horses? You should only have one horse, okay? Horse, not horse. I want to make sure I said that right. And I'm just like thinking, okay, hold your horses. I'm not a cowgirl. What's up with that? Don't tell me to hold my horses. I don't have any horses.
Then there's, I've got to pee like a Russian racehorse.
When have you ever met American horse, okay? American. I don't know anybody that's Russian. Really, I don't. Let alone any horses. So, whatever. Then I'm kind of like, okay, how do you know how a Russian racehorse pees? Like, who are you? You nasty person.
Where did all these horse metaphors come from is what I don't understand. Why do we always have to be related to horses? Like, was that many people wearing weave back in the day? I don't know. Then there's straight from the horse's mouth.
Like, that's messed up because you're telling somebody their grill is jacked.
I didn't
really.
Think about that.
The horse mouth is not pretty. I mean, it's like, y'all seen Mr. Ed.
It could just mean that they look like a horse. I mean,
that's messed up too. Don't nobody look like no horse.
I mean, some people be trying to be envious because if don't nobody want to look like a horse, then why do they sell so much mane and tail? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's it's an old-fashioned thing, black folks, I got to say it, y'all kind of, we kind of just use some of everything. Somebody asked me about some dog stuff, some dog grease. And I don't know about you, but I ain't never seen no dog with no lustrous hair. And I'm thinking, ooh, what they use. No, not ever.
Then there's the saying, get off your high horse.
Yeah, no. My husband had said it before. You should not be letting your horse smoke no weed. You should never ride a high horse. Never. I don't even know how your horse is getting high. That ain't no horse then. That ain't no horse. It's a man that looked like a horse. Let's go to that. Yeah.
The horse sits pretty high. I think if the horse is low, you're riding a pony.
Yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, that's true.
Or you could be in front of Walmart on that little rocking horse. That's not very high either.
No.
I don't know. Anyway, that's all the horse metaphors that we could think of. So if you think of any more horse metaphors or any other crazy metaphors for that matter, let us know about them and we'll try to talk about those next because I don't understand. Don't none of us even ride horses anymore. We should have iPod metaphors or something. Anyway, y'all take care. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.